All right, Anthony on Air podcast back for another episode brought to you by our good pals over at Hero Soap Company. Link in the description below. More on them in a second. Jay Sams is here with us. We're talking about Ghislaine Maxwell again because Doug Band, who was Bill Clinton's guy, we can't lose your name, he's running his mouth like crazy. Tons of juicy Clinton gossip in this podcast episode. Plus, Ghislaine is going to be appealing for a bail. She's going to try and get out on bail once again. And Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband wants almost $500,000 a month.
Get
a month.
Out of here.
In their divorce settlement. We're going to get into all of it right here on this episode of the podcast. Let's start with Doug Band and the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff. This is insane. So he just did an interview, and here's some of the things that he said. He is claiming now that he tried to keep Clinton away from Epstein for years.
Whoa.
4 years. My jaw dropped a couple of times when I was reading this interview that he just did. It's a little crazy. He said that now he is saying that at the time he didn't know anything about Epstein and these crimes that were being committed. How much do you really believe that?
Oh, I'm not allowed to do that. Sorry.
Yeah, we already said, watch the small peen, let's keep these gestures to a minimum if we can. A lot of sensitive men in the audience and in the hosting chair. But we talked about this in a previous podcast, and that was the fact that when Trump was running for president, he was asked about Epstein, and he said everybody knew he liked him a little younger. So this idea that like people had no idea, like, come on,
Come on.
give me a little bit of a break here. But anyway, he said that he didn't know about his crimes, but he said that he knew that Epstein was bad news based on that 2002 trip that they took on that plane to Africa. That was the big trip where Clinton conceded that he was on that flight, but he is denied basically knowing Epstein in any other matter. Anyway, that was also the trip where those photos came out. We're going to link a bunch of stuff on this episode. Where that photo came out of him getting the massage from one of the girls in Epstein's entourage there. Doug Band recalled that Epstein made outlandish boasts during that trip, including the fact that he invented the concept of derivatives trading in the derivatives trading market. I don't know how true that is. Band said he encouraged Clinton to sever ties with Epstein after the trip, but that in January of 2003, the former president visited Epstein's private Caribbean retreat, Little St. James. Now, all along, and up until including this point, Clinton has denied that he was on that island. Now, here is his right-hand man, his body man, as they call him in the business, and one of his top advisors post-presidency, and he's going, oh, yeah, he went down there in 2003.
Exactly. So come on.
Now,
of course he went there.
The Clintons are now discrediting this dude. They're saying that this guy's basically trying to,
get his name.
Yeah, exactly. So you can take that all for what you will. You make your own decisions. But I mean, this guy puts the president on that island. In an unusual move, given their close working relationship at the time, Doug Band said that he declined to join Clinton on the trip, which, according to Epstein flight logs, was one of a dozen that he made to the island over the years. So this puts Doug Band on that island as well. So again, the Clinton camp is insisting that they're resting on their previous statement that he never went down to the island. The family is also maintaining. The Clintons also maintain close ties to Maxwell. And Doug Band said throughout the years, even though he tried to edge her out of the group, which we talked about, we found out about that dinner that they had met. And that was well after Doug Band was saying, stop dealing with Ghislaine Maxwell. They had a secret rendezvous in an LA vegan restaurant. I'll never forget that it was vegan because that upset me greatly.
Right. Like, not only do you help, whatever they do with little girls, you also are vegan.
You're also a vegan.
Just get out of here.
That's the only way you could make this all worse, is if you're vegan on top of everything else. But anyway, let's not beat up on the vegans too much. I hope the vegans know we're kidding. I mean, it's just okay.
Right. We're just totally kidding.
Chelsea Clinton maintained a friendship with Maxwell, invited Maxwell to her 2010 wedding long after Epstein's misdeeds were public knowledge, in what Doug Band characterized as a grab at high society. He said that Ghislaine had access to yachts and homes, lavish homes, and that's what Chelsea Clinton was interested in. So that's why she maintained this relationship with Ghislaine Maxwell. That's effed up. That's completely effed up.
I mean, like, she comes from a wealthy family, doesn't she?
I can't hear you.
She comes from a wealthy family, doesn't she?
Clinton?
Yeah.
I mean, supposedly the story is they left the White House broke. That was supposedly the story.
I mean, but they live in a pretty wealthy area.
I mean, now, yeah, like they moved. I remember, yeah, because they moved from the White House to somewhere in Westchester, and it was an expensive thing when she wanted to run for. Yeah, but they had money. She had to have money being funneled into her, you know.
Obviously,
it was because it was like move to New York and run for Senate. Like I remember that whole spiel at the time, and I remember thinking we were younger too. I remember thinking, she's not a New Yorker. What the hell, you know? Why is she, you know? Unless she was originally from New York, I really don't know. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. The point is that the story is that they left the White House flat out broke. So I'm sure that until all the books were written and money came in for new campaigns and all that stuff, there was probably a little bit of a tight time. But that doesn't mean that Chelsea has money to flaunt and throw around, which I would imagine is kind of difficult and tough, because if you're in that circle, if you're in the politician circle and you don't have money to play around with, like some of these people who are trying to woo all these politicians, that's got to be... I'm not defending her actions, but I can see her being like, I need to do whatever to keep up with the Joneses.
I agree, and I don't know why this is happening. Like right now, it's like I'm being like Frank.
You're taking Frank's spot.
I honestly thought they always had money.
No.
And doesn't her husband have money though too?
I don't know if she married into money at all. But again, you're talking about having some money versus like...
Having some money.
Yeah, I got 15 yachts. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Greece? Do you want to go to Bora Bora? Like, you know, like though there's a difference.
I mean, I could see getting sucked into that. I could. No pun intended.
I could, yeah. I mean, I could see it. I still, I mean, I'd like to think I wouldn't have done it. You know, knowing all the
sucked into that. Sorry.
A spokesman for the Clinton family told the magazine that the two were only connected through a mutual friend, and that was Gateway founder Ted Waite. It wasn't until 2015 that Chelsea became aware of the horrific allegations against Ghislaine Maxwell, and she hopes that all the victims find justice, the spokesperson said to Vanity Fair. Chelsea was friendly with her because of Maxwell's relationship with a dear friend. When that relationship ended, Chelsea's relationship with her ended as well. I mean, that's total bullshit. I don't believe it. Right? I mean, you can't believe that. You can't believe that. This was 2015, and that's 8 years after everybody knew, after Epstein was convicted the first time.
And you're telling me that in the celebrity world that they didn't know about this? Come on.
There's no way. Again,
it was definitely well known. Like to them,
you and I not knowing is one thing, but in, like you said, in that circle, well, I forgot me. I forgot we have a TikTok star on our hands who's just blowing up on the how many thousands of views you have now?
I mean, I have over 41,000.
41,000 views.
And actually, the Hype House contacted me.
What is the Hype House?
You don't know?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Tell me, what's the Hype House?
So most of the TikTok stars are like the dancers. And they go to this house, they live in this house, and they basically just make TikTok dances all day long. Come on.
You got invited to this Hype House?
I mean, obviously.
Where is this?
It's in Los Angeles.
You're talking about like like I've heard of like Charlie DeMillo and all these people. You're talking about that?
You know that house. Because I mean, even Jason Derulo has been in it too.
Yeah, I know that. I didn't think you were talking about that. That's a big deal. You
Who
should.
knows if I'll be on it next Friday? I mean, Friday, the show.
When did they invite you? What did they say when they invited you?
I mean, obviously they didn't invite me yet.
Oh, okay.
But I like to believe that they will.
I'm like, wait a second. You're gonna leave.
How cool would that be?
You're gonna leave
Bye,
your
kids.
husband.
Bye, husband.
Yeah, you're gonna abandon your family. I love it.
Especially since I wanted to become an actress when I was 18 years old. So
there you go. There you go.
But no, I really do believe that all these people knew. Come on.
Had to know. And the fact that this guy is telling you, stay away, don't go near this guy. And Clinton still went to that island and still palled around with them. And then
look at him. Come on. He was the president of the United States and cheated on his wife with an intern. And Monica Lewinsky. Come on.
I mean, it's awful. So this photo has been circulating for the longest time. It's Bill walking Chelsea down the aisle, and it's like, oh, look, there's Ghislaine Maxwell. You could see her. She's like right there. And we'd be talking about this line, and people would send stuff to me. And they're like, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you? And I go, not having the time to look at it, I go, there's no way this can be real. I literally, the first time somebody sent this to me, I brushed it off and I go, this is clearly Photoshopped. Yeah. I go, there's no way these people would be dumb enough to invite this woman to her wedding. In my mind, I'm going, out of all the craziness, there's no way this would be possible. This is absolutely Photoshopped. And here we are. It is 1,000% real.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. He ruined his intern's Gap dress.
Okay. Yeah, we all know those Gap dresses are, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Come on. All right, Hero Soap Company sponsor this episode, the best soap ever. Somebody wrote in the comments the other day, they love the charcoal. I'm telling you,
I want to try that one.
They don't make a bad soap. Every single variety that they have, the lavender, the charcoal, the peppermint and cool, the spearmint, they're all really great. Now they have body washes, which is good. If you don't like the bar, you can get the body wash. And every time you purchase one of these, they send one over to the troops. Then they take a little bit out of their own kick and they put it towards building homes for veterans so they can move into a home mortgage free. You could only, if any of these savages had 1/1,000,000th of the class that Hero Soap has, we would have not been in any of these situations.
No way.
It's disgusting. Anyway, but Hero Soap, they're phenomenal. A great Christmas gift idea. And I did get a couple of people writing me being like, I've been using Hero Soap. I'm going to sign up and get it from my dad. I'm going to go with the subscription. A lot of people spend $75, $100 on Secret Santa stuff or a gift for mom or dad or whatever, brother, sister. Get them a subscription for the year. You save 20% when you use the promo code Anthony right now. Use the link in the description below, though. You got to use the link in the description below. Put in Anthony, save 20%. They even have nice Hero boxes now for the Hero Soap, so it comes all like done up nice. Wow. You could wrap it up. It looks really pretty for the holidays. It is. It's perfect. I was just rapping with the guys from Hero Soap the other night. We were exchanging some messages, so I think we're going to keep this train running since everybody seems to be enjoying it. And I'm loving the hell out of it. It's the greatest soap I've ever tried. And that's important. I only wish, I'm kind of like, I'm starting to go like this to the Hero Soap guys. I'm like, what about like toothpaste? Like, let's start with the toothpaste a little bit here.
A little something.
Like I want a full line of products from Hero Soap. I think they're dedicated to just the soap, but
right. Tampons maybe?
Do what?
Tampons maybe?
I didn't think of that because it's not exactly a product I use, but maybe. I mean,
well, if you ever had a nosebleed, they do work for that.
True. And contrary to my movie preference for romantic comedies, I have never used a tampon. But yes, I'll run it by Lucas and the crew. I'll see what they say.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen? They say no, Janine. I mean, that's.
They say no tampons. Okay, that's it.
That's it. They just go no big deal. Nobody gets hurt.
That's it.
Yeah, so Chelsea Clinton seems like a scumbag these days. That's kind of the way she comes across. Must read this part. The Clinton family characterized Doug Band as a bitter ex-staffer who abused the relationship to further his own financial gains. They said in a statement, no staffer has ever used their role to serve their interests as much as Doug Band. For many years, he was a valuable member of the president's team and supportive of the Clinton Foundation programs until he wasn't. He put the foundation at risk by leveraging a world-class philanthropy of his own financial gain. It's as disappointing a story as it's a sad one, and ultimately why Doug Band and the Clintons parted ways.
Sure.
I mean, I'm happy to put them all in a scumbag category, but I mean, you can't tell me that only he's the bad guy and you guys are coming out of this scot-free.
Right. Come on.
I don't really see that happening. I mean,
it's been proven.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ghislaine Maxwell is going to seek a new bail hearing, so that's a story that we'll keep an eye on. Nothing really salacious here, other than she was denied once before for $5 million in bail, and she's going to go after it again. U.S. District Court Judge Allison Nathan rejected Maxwell's previous bid to be freed on $5 million bail. But that's why, if you go back to our last episode, and we'll link it, if you go back to our last episode.
I'm sorry.
Janine's dad making a special appearance on the podcast for those that are listening and can't see. Do you need a second?
No, I'm good.
All right. Fucking dad is the best.
Hello, what happened? Huh?
He sounds exactly like that. Janine does such a great impression of her father. It's uncanny.
He has an accent.
Yeah.
Just like people say I have an accent. I don't think I do, but okay.
The first time you ever did it, I remember saying to my wife, I go, is Janine's dad from like another country or something? Like, what's the, I never.
Wait, he is.
Is he?
Wait, you didn't know that?
No, what country is he from?
Oh my God, fam.
I don't know.
He's from Argentina.
Argentina. Yeah, but it doesn't sound, it sounds like you're doing like a Russian thing there for a little while.
Actually, it sounds like Ozzy Osbourne, but
yeah,
he just has a weird accent, and people like have said to me, where the hell is your father? Is he like from another country? Like you said to D. And he is.
He feels like he's from another planet altogether, to be honest with you.
True.
And
he came here when he was 12. So when he came here, he only knew Spanish and Ukrainian. And then he learned English.
Why did he
That's
know?
why I don't really speak English well.
I don't speak so good. Not talk good English. Why Ukrainian? Why did he speak Ukrainian?
Because that's what my grandparents are.
Ah.
Well, were.
All right. So starting, I'm starting. It's explaining a
Yeah,
lot.
they escaped Russia after World War II. I don't know, something like
This is explaining a whole lot. All right, so she tried to be freed on $5 million bail, but she had like a whole bunch of whatchamacallits, passports and stuff. She had like 17 She had more passports than your father had, to be honest with you, when he got here. That's how many passports Ghislaine Maxwell had.
That's a lot.
You can't give somebody like that bail. You need to give somebody like me. Like, I could get bail. I have a passport, I think. I don't know if it's expired. Like, there's no way I'm getting out of this country. I'm just too disorganized. When you got 7 of those things in a safety deposit box somewhere, you're trouble.
Definitely.
You're absolutely trouble. Don't forget to subscribe to our Clips channel, which our newest dude, Tim, is doing an incredible job at. Who, by the way, contributed our next topic about Kelly Clarkson. Tim is really starting to, he's kicking up in the producer. Yeah.
He's definitely going to replace me.
He's basically contributed more than you and Frank put together in just like 7 days.
I was going to say 7 months, but okay. You gave me a little bit more.
Yeah. So wait,
what does he think about me?
Oh, he can't stand you guys. I mean, he keeps pitching me to replace you guys. Yeah.
I thought so.
But so far I haven't listened to him.
I have to actually check that out. The Clips website.
Fucking asshole. Poor guy's working his ass off. We're trying to build this thing. Anyway, subscribe to the Clips channel. It's single topics.
It's amazing.
And some of the highlights. It's pretty good.
It's amazing.
If you don't have time to watch this whole mess, you can watch that. Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband is seeking $436,000 a month. A month.
See, that's why when you become famous, if you're an American Idol, You have to make someone sign a prenup. Sorry.
Why did she not prenup this son of a bitch up? Why?
I don't know. I know someone else who did this too.
Of the monthly amount, $300,000 per month is spousal support, while the other $135,000 is for child support. Mind you, she's getting physical custody of the kids. He's only going to get the kids twice for the weekends. So he, out of 2, 4, 6, 8 days, it's going to cost him $135,000 to run these kids.
Yeah, no.
This is the craziest shit I've ever heard. Plus, he wants an additional $2 million in attorney fees.
Why are they getting divorced?
I don't know.
Did he ruin another girl's Gap dress or what?
If that was it, he wouldn't be asking for this much money. I mean,
that's true. She might have ruined.
She might have had a dress get ruined. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe she's a squirter. I don't know. We're not here to make any sort of. Maybe she ruined a guy's Gap sweatshirt. Who knows?
Maybe.
That would be something else. Feels like I'm gonna have to apologize for that one day. Go ahead.
Who was married, got divorced, never had a prenup, and he had money.
Mm-hmm.
And so he pays a lot in child support. And half the time he has the kids, the other half she has the kids. So it's like 1 million. Ooh, ugh.
So they split the kids, but he's paying a ton of money to her.
Yep.
Well, this is
child support plus it's called like maintenance. So he's paying a lot.
This is the craziest thing ever. Now,
why wouldn't you?
I will say this: I personally have no money. Everything that I make, I give to my kids and my wife. So, it feels like divorce would. I'd get 50% myself. I would literally be fighting for my own 50%. Is what would happen if I got divorced.
Well, that's why a lot of people go get divorced.
But I mean, like Bezos. His wife divorced him, and she became the wealthiest woman on the planet, which is crazy. But I feel like people think this is like a sexist thing, like the guy always has to pay. But really, it's the more wealthy person is what this is evidence of, you know.
Yeah.
By the way, fuck him. I'm on her side. I'm on team Kelly Clarkson's side. I didn't see him pick up a pen and start writing "Since You've Been Gone," you lazy piece of shit. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure she even wrote it, but I know that motherfucker didn't write it at all. I know that for a fact.
See?
He didn't write a verse or nothing. I mean,
you're an American Idol.
Now, isn't this Kelly, isn't this Reba's son or some shit?
It's something weird.
I think he's Reba McEntire's son.
Well, there you go.
So that's two successful singers that he hasn't contributed a fucking thing to, and now all of a sudden he wants this crazy amount of money.
Imagine that much money. Imagine that much money a month.
What? Yeah, let's talk about that. Like, that's insane. What
do you even do with it?
What are you fucking doing? Who needs $300,000? There are people that won't make $300,000 in 7 years.
Right.
This guy wants it per month. That's crazy.
She might have screwed him really bad. We don't know why. But I'm going to have to go to Google and find out why.
I'm going to wonder why. Because...
or when I go to the Hype House, maybe they know why.
All right, why don't you dance your way on over to the Hype House? We got a short episode today. Our apologies for that, but time is such a constraint these days with, you know, Janine's TikTok career taking off and me having to fend off divorce and all kinds of stuff. I don't even know where the hell Frank is. We lost Frank. He's gone altogether. I think.
Can I make a joke? He's counting ballots. I'm just kidding.
I think since his dog died, he's on a mission to go out and kill everybody else's dog. I think he's going with the "if I can't have a dog, you can't have a dog" thing.
Right.
That's what I think. I don't know. Supposedly, was there a big dust up in our group chat today between him and the other? We had a righty and a lefty fighting today. I still have not read it till this moment. I have not read. It was a bad. I haven't seen it.
It was up there on a scale of 1 to 10. I'd give it a 8.
Wow, really?
For your viewing pleasure.
I feel so bad. I haven't. I just heard it was getting bad, and I was like, oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna see what's what. I'm gonna hold back judgment and read it.
And then give your opinion.
Can I just give my opinion right now off the bat?
Oh God.
We already did the political fighting thing. Just shut up about it already. Like, the election's over. Like, I could care less.
But is it really? I just have to throw that in there.
Is that what the fight is about? Is that what the fight is? That the election's not really over yet?
Yes.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Well, not really. It's more about, was there voter fraud or not?
Yeah, I maintain my position.
Link in comments.
If there is, let's prove it. If it's proven, great. If it doesn't, okay. Like, the speculating beforehand and the fighting back and forth, it's crazy. I mean, I don't even have time to get involved in that stuff.
How about we just put those two in the ring?
I would love it. I'd love to get them two. I'd love to get the two of them on this and just.
Oh yeah.
Start the show, and then stop talking, and then do my hero soap read. Link in the description below, and then stop talking again, and then just let them.
Gotta go.
Be entertaining as all hell. All right, we have to go. Subscribe to our second channel. Don't forget about that. Oh, by the way, I have to mention this. You would think I'd have any sort of marketing experience in my life, but we had a really good Black Friday. Like we should have ran a sale. We should have promoted it. We didn't even do a podcast on Black Friday. We suck so hard. But the shirts, the store, great gift ideas on here. I mean, not just the Show Me Potato Salad shirt, but everything else. Go check out the store. Link in description and anthonyonair.com. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you on the next episode.